bobo, baliw, krung. These are just some of the common stigma that some of us associate with mental health. And this is one of the reasons why I decided to do this vlog, to create this channel, so I can do my part in educating people about mental health. So if you want to know more about mental health, please keep on watching. Hi, this is JB and welcome to my channel and to my first ever vlog. In this video, we'll talk about mental health, what it's really about, and why am I talking about it, why it's important to talk about it. So we often associate mental disorders with mental health, and it's okay because they are actually a part of mental health, but they only occupy a small portion of it. And mental health is so much more than just mental disorders. To help you understand mental health better, try to think of a continuum. On this side of the continuum, it's where you will experience being mentally ill. On this side of the continuum, it's where you will experience the more positive side of mental health. So as we live our lives, we travel along the continuum. Siguro naman at one point in our lives, we experience being here on the more negative side of the continuum and being here as well on the positive side of the continuum. So how do we know which part of the continuum will end up at a certain point in our life? It would be dependent on several factors such as your upbringing, your current situation, your work, significant life events such as the current situation, which is the pandemic, may play an important part in determining which part of the continuum will find ourselves at a particular point in our lives. On this side of the continuum, it's where you will experience the mental disorders such as anxiety, depression. However, on this side of the continuum, it's where you can experience positive states of mental health such as fulfillment, contentment, satisfaction, flourishing, thriving. So those are just some of the examples of positive states of mental health. And the goal of mental health professionals and siguro mental health advocates na din is to move everyone from this side of the spectrum to this side where we all can experience positive states of mental health. And why it's important? Because if we experience content fulfillment, it's when we are able to reach our maximum potential, and it will allow us to live our lives to the fullest. Earlier, I was talking about the different factors that could affect our mental health. I was referring to the biopsychosocial factors. So that could determine where in the continuum we'll find ourselves at a particular point in our life. So ano nga ba yung biopsychosocial factor? These are just the biological, psychological, and social factors that can affect our mental health. So I'll be giving you examples so you can understand it better. Biological could include your genetic predisposition, genetic makeup, and the structure of your brain. While psychological factors can include your self-esteem, your coping skills, your personality, and social factors could pertain to your relationships such as your friendships, your romantic relationships, and family dynamics. So it's very rare that our lives are being dominated by just a single factor. Usually when we try to make sense of someone's mental health, it's a combination of the three factors. I'll give you an example. I would often hear in conversations, paano ko naririnig, it's not that nakikichismis ako, but some friends would open up, and what I would notice is that people would say na, na-depress si, dahil iniwan siya ng girlfriend niya or ng boyfriend niya. Well, that might be true, but if you take a look closely at the person's life, you would notice that that person may have experienced a lot of hardships and struggles already, and the end of the relationship could be the last straw. No, it's just the precipitating factor, but ang dami nang nangyari prior to that, and the end of the relationship could have take a toll on the person's mental health that may have led into the development of depression. According to the World Health Organization, if we are able to maintain a positive mental well-being, we can experience four things. First is we can realize our abilities. Second is we can cope with the normal stresses of life, and this is very important because stress is inevitable. It's something that we have to deal with every day. In fact, it's essential because there are stress that can be positive for us. So it's a different topic. I can perhaps discuss it in the succeeding videos, but I want to focus on mental health. So since stress is the goal with stress is to live with it and not really eliminate it, because that's not possible. So if we have a positive mental health, we can control the way we respond to stress so that we can still function and attend to our daily needs even if we encounter stress. Okay. Third is being able to work productively. So as a student or as an employee, this is very important because it can allow us to optimize our productivity if we have a positive mental health. And then lastly is if we have a sound mental health, it can allow us to contribute to our community. So we can look at it from two perspectives. So we can start small. So by just helping your family, you are already making a contribution. As an employee, when you work, you pay your taxes, you're already making your contribution. But on another perspective, if you try to think big, when you are able to establish yourself, you can take up positions in public office or lead NGOs that will have direct impact on our community. So if you have a healthy or a positive mental health, it can allow you to experience these things. It can allow us to realize our full potential, and we can live not a perfect life, but we can live with content and satisfaction. So with all the things that I've talked about, I hope you guys have realized how important your mental health is, because it affects all aspects of your life. Imagine all the things that you could have done better if you weren't overwhelmed by your emotions such as anxiety and fear. As a student, all the presentations, the group reports, as an applicant to a company, all the interviews that you could have done better if you were able to regulate your emotions and control how you feel to a particular situation, including a stressful one. How many relationships were affected because people were consumed by anger and did not really know how to process what they feel? So imagine all the things that you could achieve if you are comfortable with what you are, what you think, and what you feel. So I hope you have realized that in this video. So if you like this video, please support, click subscribe and like this video. And if you have any comments, please comment in the comment section, and I will try to include your suggestions in my next video. I'll try to talk more interesting and important topics in the succeeding videos. I hope to see you in the next video. Please take care of yourself, not just your physical health, but your mental health too.